So instead of saying, yeah, they're awful, yeah, they're horrible, I really dislike them too, since that isn't true to yourself, and frankly that's just mean. Hello you beautiful human, I am Xanthe, and in today's video we're going to be talking about being the middleman. Now you might be wondering, what the heck is the middleman? And so you might relate if you have ever been friends with two other friends who have broken up, or if you are a child of divorced parents, or even just if two people that you know are in argument, if two of your friends are fighting. Basically, you are in the middle of the chaos, and I'm going to be telling you how to stay true to both sides and how to stay true to yourself. Now, I have been in the middle quite a few times in my life, just like a lot of other people, and most of that is from friends, actually. Even though my parents are divorced and everything, I'm never quite in the middle as much as you would probably think. But I was in the middle more with my friends in especially elementary school and the beginning of high school, when I still wasn't quite sure of who my friends really were, who I was, all that kind of stuff. That definitely, being in the middle is very hard, and it's hard for yourself and for the friends around you or whoever is in that whole thing that you are a part of. Okay, so I'm going to first start off with giving you advice and tips on how you can be truthful and supportive to both sides. Let's say it's two friends who have broken up. So let's say A and B have broken up, and they are both talking to you about the issue, and you want to stay true to both friends because you still love both of them. It's just that it's really hard because you're hearing negative things about each person, so you just want to try to not offend either one of them to the best of your ability. Now, a little backstory to this is in elementary school, I think I was in grade 8, I had two friends and they were fighting. I can't remember about what right now because that was 5 years ago, but they were fighting, and I was in the middle, and they were telling me negative things about each other, and I was trying my best to stay true to either side. But I made the mistake of agreeing with them, elaborating on their feelings. Like, if my friend A over here was saying that B was really mean, I would be like, yeah, they're super mean, you know? Even though I don't truthfully think that for myself, I was agreeing with them to try to help them, but that backfired on my mental health and both of my friends' mental health. I also made the mistake of telling each friend what the other friend was telling me. So if friend A was saying, man, friend B is really mean, I would go to friend B would ask me what friend A was saying, and I would say that friend A was saying that friend B was really mean. And so I was just kind of like a messenger, and that is a red zone right there. You do not do that. Again, learn the hard way. I made both friends not happy. They found out that I was telling each friend what the other friend was telling me about the other friend, and that was on a graduation night or some sort of fancy night. And it kind of ruined the whole night, to be honest. And I knew in my brain that it would backfire eventually, but I just wasn't really strong enough to be my own self and to be strong enough to not fall to whatever my friends were saying. So some tips that I have to stay truthful to both friends without hurting either of them are what I'm going to tell you right now. So the first thing is listen fully to your friend. So whether that be eye contact or nodding or just active listening. We learn that a lot in school, and that just means eye contact, you're focused, you're nodding, you're engaged with what's happening. You might not agree with it, but you're still engaged. So you're showing them that you are empathetic to them and you are paying attention to them, they are important to you, but you yourself are not saying anything negative about the other friend. So you're just giving them what they need and giving yourself what you need. Another really easy way to not get in the steep fall of saying bad things about the other friend is to just not interrupt them. Just let them keep talking. A lot of people will just keep talking. If they have some sort of negative thing that's happening with someone else, they naturally will just keep talking unless someone interrupts them. And so just try to avoid interrupting them. Just keep listening to them. Even if you don't agree with what they're saying, just try to listen to them. I'll give you some tips about if you don't agree with them, how to subtly kind of tell them that later. But for right now, all you need to know is just to try to stay focused on them and just try not to interrupt them. Try never to say anything bad about the opposing friend or opposing friend. Again, like I said, I learned this the hard way. So instead of saying, yeah, they're awful, yeah, they're horrible, I really dislike them too, since that isn't true to yourself, and frankly that's just mean, try to maybe nod with them or say, like you're empathetic with them, but you're not actually using your words to be mean to the other friend. So you can go, yeah, like kind of casually. If they're saying, man, they were so mean to me and it was so awful, you'll be like, yeah, I understand. I feel what you're feeling. Like, you're not trying to target the other person. You're just trying to empathize with the person you are currently with. Try not to tell anyone what you have been talking with either friend, because no matter if it is another friend who isn't part of the situation, your sibling, it can still get out because, well, people are, like, it's part of our nature to share things. So if you have, like, important things in your mind from those friends, try to tell someone, like a reliable person, like a parent or a therapist, or even maybe, I don't know, like a teacher maybe. I don't know. Try to think of more reliable people who will keep your thoughts and keep it confidential, which just means it's safe with that person. So then it doesn't spread around and you don't get in trouble for sharing what those people are saying. Because it's not bad for you to have that information that those friends have told you. It's bad or not good when you share that information, because that information is not really yours to share, even though they have given it to you. It isn't fair for your friends to make you the middleman. It is just natural for some people. I don't dislike or think that my friends are mean for making me the middle person. It's just how it was. I just had to learn how to be the middle person, because it is a huge responsibility, because you are keeping all of their information in your mind and yourself. You're basically their therapist, which is a lot to keep in, and it's really hard to not tell anyone. So my suggestion is to tell someone who is maybe older, more mature, and more reliable, like a therapist, parent, teacher, etc. Another thing that I found that was really helpful is writing in my journal. So if you don't have a journal, it's really easy. There are, like, in your dollar store or Walmart or any store really, they have like notebooks, and so really any paper and pencil, you can just write down all of your feelings. Literally, you can write down everything that your friends have told you. You can just write it down. Just no censor. Write it down, how it is, how you feel about it, how frustrating it is, maybe how sad you feel. Anything that you feel, just write it down, get it out, because it is healthy to get those feelings out. It's just you need to be careful with the way that you do get it out. And I would also try to maybe hide the journal or make it not super out in the open, so is for example, if a friend comes over and they see a notebook on your counter or your dresser, maybe they'll be like, ooh, what's this? So just be mindful of where you put that journal, maybe in a drawer, or you could put it, I don't know, in a book stack, just somewhere more safe so then it's not just out in the open. Again, I know that it's really hard to keep all this information in and that you have all this extra responsibility that you didn't want. But you also have to remember that it is an honor that they feel that comfortable to talk to you about all these things. So keep that in mind as well, because it is a big honor to be the middle person. It's also a lot of responsibility. Like with Superman, or was it Spider-Man? I'm horrible at superheroes. I know that Spider-Man is Marvel and Superman is DC. I just cannot remember. I'm pretty sure it's Spider-Man. It's like, with great power comes great responsibility. That's basically what the middleman is. So, and please do not hate me for not knowing which superhero it was. I'm pretty sure Spider-Man, but, you know, I'm not that cool. Okay, and then the last thing I want to talk about is how to stay true to yourself. So basically this means no matter what either friend is telling you, you need to keep your opinions and your thoughts, you need to keep that in your mind and in your back pocket, because that is important. Your own thoughts and your own opinions are so important, and I recently learned this. It takes a long time to realize this, to validate your own feelings, to validate your own opinions. So I suggest, again, with the journal, just write down your opinions and your thoughts, your own thoughts, not what anybody else is saying. Just really think about the situation. Think about how it makes you feel. You can write about how it's unfair that you're the middleman. You can write about how you're angry at this friend for being angry at the other. It's honestly anything that is true to yourself that you are feeling. Please write it down so at least you can go back and reference it and remember, these are my own thoughts and I need to stay true to these thoughts. You need to also think about, is this really worth it? Are you really going to spend your time being the middleman? You also have to stand up for yourself and say, hey, this is not working out for me. I'm sorry, I can't be this person for you. You'll just have to try to find someone else, because it is too hard for me to keep these secrets basically in my brain and in my mind and everything, because it is a lot to take in, but it's also really hard to say, hey, sorry, I don't want to be the person that you can tell anything to, because obviously you want to still be that person. So it is a very hard thing. Maybe try to say, hey, maybe can we talk about something else? Maybe try to change the subject a bit, just try to give yourself a break, basically, because you deserve it. It is really hard to be the middleman. So some things to keep yourself sane and healthy, with a healthy mindset, a positive, healthy mindset, are meditating. A really easy way to meditate is to relax, get in a comfortable position, and just think about one word. So let's say my word is happy. So I would just sit there and close my eyes, relax, and think about the word happy, 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 happy. And you just continue hearing that word in your head, and that will eventually get you to a point where you kind of forget what you're thinking about. Your mind will just wander off. You'll think about random things. And at that point, when you're going to go happy, 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 and then you're going to forget what you're saying, and you're going to go into unconscious thinking. So that means that you are completely relaxed. Your mind is completely relaxed. You're thinking about something else. And then you remember, oh yeah, happy, 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 happy. What am I saying? What am I saying? Happy, happy. So you just want to kind of go dip into those unconscious moments but also come back and think about the word again. It's a very, very simple way to meditate, and it really relaxes your mind. It's important to have a positive and healthy mindset, because if you aren't taking care of yourself, how are you going to take care of others? And that is something I'm working on right now because, well, I'm in a romantic relationship and I want to be the best I can be in that relationship. I want to be as supportive as I can be. I want to be as true to myself as I can be, and just the best version of myself, so I can be the best version for her and I can help her. So I'm trying my best to find myself, love myself, remember to take care of myself. So that's why I'm sharing it with you, because it is really helpful to meditate, to journal. Also, vision boards. You can actually see my mom's video here. It's basically just taking all of your dreams and aspirations and goals that you want in your life. You need to think of it as though you have already had it. You need the mindset of feeling the happiness, the gratitude of having those things already. So for example, I want so badly to visit New Zealand again, where I was born. And so on my vision board, I would put a picture of New Zealand with, I don't know, words saying, welcome home, or I'm happy to be here. And I look at that every day, and I'm just like, wow, that is so amazing. I feel so happy looking at that. And naturally, your brain is going to think, oh, I need to make this possibility because I feel really good thinking about it. So I'm just going to make it happen. Obviously, you don't just look at it and then boom, free trip to New Zealand. You have to work toward it, but at least with those pictures and those words and everything, you just have more of a positive mindset, and basically you're just more motivated to get to that point. Making habits are also a really good way to keep yourself motivated and happy and true to yourself. A thing that I like to do, I'm just getting back into it actually, is writing a gratitude journal. So every morning and every night you write, I am so happy and grateful for, I don't know, having food. Or I am so happy and grateful for having clothes, or having friends, or my girlfriend, or my family. And so you just write down things that you're grateful for, so that you are feeling that gratitude and you're feeling happy and thankful for all the wonderful things that are in your life. So instead of moaning and groaning about the things that you don't have, you are happy and grateful for the things that you do have. And that will automatically send positive thoughts and feelings into the universe, so you can feel happier and more at peace, and you will attract all that happiness. I really hope that helped. Another thing that you could do is try to find someone who also relates to this video. So who also relates to being the middleman, who also relates to trying to help others and maybe not really helping yourself very much. The comments are great for that. You can chat with other people in the comments. If you want a chat community, I have a Facebook group that I've created on Patreon. So if you would like to be part of that, my Patreon is in the description below. You can check out the different tiers that I have, the different memberships, and we can start making a little community. Also, I just want to say thank you so much for 200 subscribers. It is unreal to me that this many people I am helping, and it just makes me so happy. So if you aren't subscribed already, you can definitely do that if you want more videos. Every week I am going to be making a series on mental health videos, trying to help you become the best self you can be. I also will be making more skits and LGBTQ related videos. I just thought that since right now I'm feeling a little down because I'm just going to work right now. I'm not going to school. So I feel like I'm not really working toward anything. But then I look at YouTube and I see my my comments are growing, my subscribers and viewers are all growing, and I'm getting these beautiful comments from people, and just thank you, because you keep me motivated to keep doing YouTube and to keep trying to be my best self, and I just want to thank you for that. Thank you so much. So yeah, I really hope that helped, and I will definitely see you next week with my new video on different mental health videos. I will be talking about how you can know what you want to be when you grow up. A lot of people, a lot of adults are asking, oh, what do you want to be when you grow up, you know? You have to know now, because all these things, and there's a ton of pressures. So I'm going to be helping you kind of relieve those pressures and more think true to yourself. Alright? I love you so much, and I will see you in this video. Have a wonderful day.